What's up, YouTube? Soulowd coming at you. I know it's been probably over a month, maybe even close to two, since I've posted anything. And no real reason for it, but today I had something that inspired me to get back on and talk to you guys about. It was something pretty amazing that happened. So I met with a coworker up at Panda Express of all places, and there was a lady next to me in line, and she was wearing a like a Brookshire's uniform, like she had been working in the deli. Like you could tell just because it was like her shirt was kind of messed up, from meats and all kinds of cookery type things. But I had asked her, I said, hey, since the new Kroger moved into town, one of those huge super Krogers, plus Walmart was down the street, and this was not in the town that I live in. I said, has that affected you guys' business at all? And she said, yeah, it has actually. We had 26 co-workers in the deli department, and now we're down to 12. And I said, oh, wow, that's not good. And she said, no, it's not, because now it's really a struggle for me, because I'm getting 30 to 35 hours a week. And she told me, over at Kroger, they start you off at $11.50 an hour. And here at Brookshire's, my position maxes out at $11.50 an hour. And I'm thinking in my head, $11.50 an hour at 30 hours a week is not a lot of money to try to live on. And then she went on, because I kept asking her questions about the this and that, because I generally don't like to see places like Brookshire's, family-owned places. I don't want to see those places close down and get run out of town by the big corporations. Kind of makes me sad. But she goes on to explain that she has two kids, twins, that are graduating from high school, and one of them is autistic. And it's a boy and a girl. The boy is autistic, and the girl is actually working at that Kroger. So essentially, her daughter makes what she makes, and she has been at Brookshire's for 13 years. She goes on to explain that they have booked a vacation to celebrate their graduating of high school to go to Orlando. And it was a little bit inspiring because she wasn't negative at all about the situation that she had, life in general. She was actually really positive about it, and she wasn't negative at all. So afterwards, said, okay, well, see you later, and I'll pray for you and hope things work out. And she said, well, I'm gonna have to look for another job when I get back from vacation, because I can't afford to live like this. And so I go out to the parking lot, and I had to take a company call real quick with one of my coworkers. And afterwards I said, man, he's also a Christian. And I said, man, I'm feeling like I want to help this lady out. And he said, are you serious? I said, yeah, I don't know, God, I feel like God has put it on me to help this woman out. And he said, man, do it. Follow her back to work and help her. And so I saw what kind of car she was driving, and I wasn't following her, but I ran over to Brookshire's because I knew where it was, and I was hoping that she would still be in her car. So I get there, and she was still in her car. I pull up to her window, and she said jokingly, are you following me? And I said, kinda. I wanted to tell you that I am a Christian, and the reason I told her that is, well, I am a Christian, but I didn't want her to think that I was some weird stalker dude. So I said, I'm a Christian, and God has laid it upon me to help you. God has blessed me and my family time and time again, and your story inspired me because you stayed so positive. And I would like to donate $100 cash to you and your kids to go on this Orlando trip. This, I'm assuming, like a Disney World trip. And she immediately starts to cry. And I said, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. If it's okay with you, I would literally just like to give you the $100 and go about my business, and we'll just leave it at that. God has put it on me, so it's kind of a take it or leave it deal. I'm not trying to make myself feel better or anything like that. I never do this. I have a hard time giving homeless people money because I never know what the story is and if it's true or not. And this was the opposite. I was the one asking her the question. She wasn't asking me for anything. She was just telling me the truth. So she, crying, she shook her head, and I went inside and I got out $160. I brought it out to her, and she gave me a big bear hug and said, "Thank you so much." And I just looked at her and I said, "I just want you to know that God is looking after you, and everything's going to be all right. So take this $160, put it toward your family vacation, and just know that God's there for you. He's looking after you." And she never said anything about God or she was a Christian or anything like that, and that's okay. Because regardless of if she is or isn't a Christian, now it's in her mind at least. And maybe that leads to her going to church, or maybe she's already a Christian. It doesn't matter. I just feel very inspired by her story, and I just want to publicly say, look around, because I've got clothes on my back, I've got a roof over my head. God is good. It can always be worse, and it's our job to help each other out. And in the end, it's all about praising God and glorifying Him, glorifying His name. I only was able to give that money to her because God put that money in my account. So I don't want the recognition. I don't want the glory. God was the one that gave me that money. So I'm just giving it to her. So I really was inspired by that. I never do this. I never just give people money. I'm pretty tight myself. But I wanted to share that story with you guys and just let you know God is looking after you, and He's there for you. It's never too late. You've never done anything so bad. Just realize that and move on and thank Him and make your life better. And so thank you guys for listening. Songs are coming. I have not given up on the channel, although it has been like 2 months since I posted a song, a Christian song. So thank you guys. God bless, and be sure and pray to God every day, thanking Him for everything that He's done for us, because I'm telling you, it could definitely be worse. Well, holla at you.